I'm James Close, chef patron of the 2 Michelin-starred restaurant, the Raby Hunt. Yeah, so the restaurant's located in County Durham, and it's far enough outside of Darlington and the other towns to be set in a very nice little rural area. So when you're driving up to the restaurant, you feel like you're driving out to a destination, and just around the restaurant, it's very green, and it reminds me a little bit of France in some way. We're in a slightly small little village called Summerhouse, and it's just got a nice feel to it. So over the last 13 years, the food style's changed dramatically. From what we started doing, very casual pub food, to around about 5 or 6 years ago, I really wanted to set out my own style, and I realized I wanted to develop like a start of the menu, which was everything I like to eat. So we call it the global section, and it basically, we want to take you on a trip of where I go. So we get that proper flavor, not fusion, just straight technique, perfection with the ingredients. So after the global section, we take you into the signature section, and these are more ingredient-led dishes, like A5 Wagyu, which we just keep it really simple, few ingredients on the plate, but really still refined with a touch of originality. And that's that section. And then Maria will take over on the pastry, and that has its own area as well. So one of the dishes in the global section is the ceviche, which is a Peruvian dish, but it's also got a Japanese element. So what they call it is called Nikkei cuisine. So it's a mixture of the Japanese element and the Peruvian. So we use the ponzu, which is the Japanese element, and then we make like an aguachile sort of tiger milk, which is the Peruvian element. And when we add those together, so the hamachi, the fish, gets marinated in the ponzu, and then we lift that with the acidity of the lime, and then we add a foam on the top, which is coconut and lime leaf. You get sweetness, you get the saltiness, you get all these umami elements and freshness of a normal ceviche, but because it's called Nikkei cuisine, it's sort of, that really inspires me because it's very different. One of the other dishes is the Japanese part of the global menu, and it's basically a gun-can sushi. So instead of just using the nori, we crisp the nori up to give it more of a texture. We then use warm korikashi rice. And then the other elements is ginger, chive, togarashi spice, a few crispy shallots, and you get this really nice gun-can sushi. So we serve that with a fatty tuna, and then what you get is a perfect gun-can, and that is our sushi dish. So the ingredients has definitely contributed to the success, because we set out to always use the best of the best. So that's the best tuna, the best beef, the best langoustines. We set our stall out to be different from everybody else, and just regardless of what that cost to put on the menu, I became very obsessed with ingredients and like learning how to handle them, where to get them from, and everything like that. That's definitely contributed to where we are now.